Hey, what's up? Jason here from Rugby Fit, and welcome to video 3 of our Rugby Fit pre-season series. So if you haven't seen the first 2 videos, make sure you go and watch them. Just a little recap. Video 1, we spoke about the 3 things that you need to do before pre-season and throughout your season. The first thing is assess. The next thing was track, and the third thing was progress. So like I said, make sure you go and watch that. In video 2, we covered what do we need to assess. So we said there were 5 basic things that we need to do. You need to assess your core strength, upper body, lower body, your cardio, and then your mobility. Right, so again, if you haven't seen those videos, make sure you go and have a little look at them. Today we're going to cover your workout structure and what a general week should look like, an ideal week. I'll give you a few variations because like I said, I know that you aren't professional rugby players. I know that you got jobs. I know that you maybe have families and you've got other commitments. So I'll give you a few variations to this. Okay, so basically your week is going to look like that once we're in season, Monday through to Sunday. So most guys will be training Tuesdays and Thursdays. So that's the T for the rugby training. Then in an ideal world, you'll go do your gym work Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Saturday do some field conditioning work. Sunday you'll have a break. Okay, so like I said, if you don't have time for all of that, you've got other commitments. Obviously you want to try and get to rugby Tuesday and Thursday, and then if you could at least get 2 other sessions in. So whether that just be a gym session over there and a conditioning session over there, okay, that would be absolutely ideal. So you want to at least, at very minimum, get 1 gym session in and 1 conditioning session, right? Ideally, you'll get 2, maybe even 3 gym sessions and a conditioning session. But if you don't have the time, get your 2 rugby sessions in and then get at least bare minimum 1 gym session and 1 conditioning session in. So I'm just going to go through a gym structure over here. So there's six little elements. I'm one of those trainers that doesn't believe in doing loads. I don't want you to spend 2-3 hours in the gym. Like I said, I know you're not a professional rugby player. I know this isn't your job. Okay, I know you've got other jobs. I know that some guys are limited to time, maybe only have an hour, right? So that's what I try and focus on. So we focus more on intensity as opposed to quantity that we're doing in our sessions. But generally, this is what a session would look like. So you'd start off with your warm-up. That'll last about 5 minutes. I like using the rower, just setting it up for 500 meters, just gently, just you know, going through the motions. I like the rower because it's working your whole body, upper body, back, working the legs, getting the heart rate up, and getting a bit of a sweat on. I generally do a 500 meter. Right, have a short little 30-second minute breather, and then go another 500 meters. So that's roughly going to be about 5 minutes to do that. We're then going to go into core work. Your core work is going to last 6 to 12 minutes, depending on what your core assessment showed us. If your core was strong and you could do the 3-minute plank, then we don't need to do as much core work. So then we would only do about 6 minutes. If you do have some other instability in your middle region or your core is weak, then we probably spend a little bit more time on it, and we'll work up to about 12 minutes of core work. Then, because we're still fresh, we want to do all our plyometrics or our explosive work. Okay, so that's where you want to get that in over there. That you're doing roughly about 20 to 30 repetitions. So that's not minutes or anything. That's 20 to 30 high quality explosive movements. Okay. So obviously not covering the types of exercises and what you need to, the exercise you can do, just covering what we need to do. So that might be one exercise, you're doing 20 to 30 jumps. We might choose 2 different exercises where you split it up. And if we're doing 20, that means 10 total on the one, 10 total on the other. So all we're looking for this is quality. Okay, so we're not going to tire you out. Plyometrics and explosiveness is just about that, being explosive. So if you're going to do loads of it, you're going to be doing 100 jumps, you're going to get tired, and the quantity and intensity of those jumps are going to get less. So when we're doing our plyometrics and explosive work, it is about quality, not about quantity. We'll then go into some strength work, and you're going to do about 50 reps per exercise. We're probably going to choose only about 4 exercises. So for example, if we're doing a shoulder and back day, we'll choose maybe 2 shoulder exercises, 2 back exercises, and it's just 50 reps of each. So it's a total of about 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. So that's 200 repetitions. We'll then end you off with a little blaster. Again, working either 6 to 12 minutes. That's going to depend on what your bleep test showed us. If you had a poor result on the bleep test, obviously we need to build you up. So then we'd only do about 6 minutes of the blasters. If you had a good bleep test, then we'll probably work up to about 12 minutes of the blasters. Blasters, it's just a form of high intensity resistance training. So we would choose 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different exercises and just do them in a little circuit fashion. It's high intensity, little to no recovery, and really just getting the muscles burning, getting out of breath, and really explosive stuff. After that is just stretching again, 10 to 20, maybe even 30 minutes, depending on your time. The stretching doesn't necessarily have to be done at the gym, right? You do have a home, right? So you can go home and you can do the stretching there while you're watching Love Island or whatever you fancy. So the stretching doesn't necessarily have to be done at the gym. You can do that at home. And like I said, 10 to 20, maybe even 30 minutes. If we did those mobility exercises and we found that you were tight in certain places, you maybe need a little bit more work. So just stretching. Stretching also covers foam rolling. So if you do have a foam roller, good to work on foam roller stretching for that. Making sure, especially because it's pre-season, focusing on the quads, focusing on the upper back, focusing on the calves. All right, so that is, like I said, a general structure of what a workout and a workout week will look like. We said ideally 3 gym sessions and a conditioning session together with your rugby training. Take a Sunday break. If you can't fit that all in, get at least bare minimum 1 gym session, 1 conditioning session. Even better would be 2 gym sessions, and perfect scenario would be 3 gym sessions with your conditioning session. We said the structure, we want to warm up for about 5 minutes, go into core work 6 to 12 minutes, depending if you need a lot of work or not. Plyometrics, we're looking for quality work, so we're only doing 20 to 30 explosive movements, explosive reps. We're then going to go into our strength work. We'll be choosing about 4 exercises and we're doing about 50 reps each. We then go into our blaster, 6 to 12 minutes. If you're unconditioned, you probably only handle 6 minutes. If you're more conditioned, 12 minutes. And then we want to go into our stretching and mobility work. Stretching, mobility and foam roll work, 10 to 30 minutes. And we said that you can do at home. Right, so if that looks interesting, if that's something that you would want more detail about, would love for you to join our Rugby Fit pre-season program. You can do that by going to totalrugbyfitness.com. So that's totalrugbyfitness.com. Just put your name, email address there, press enter. I'll send you an email. I have a confirmation link. Just click on that and then I'll give you some more information. Our 6-week program is starting this Friday. That's the 7th of July, I think it is. So yeah, if you want to get on board, just go to that website, fill in your details, and I'll send you some more information. Other than that, that's it for this video covering our workout structure. Stay tuned for some more information tomorrow and another good video. I know you're going to enjoy the next video because I know it is an issue that a lot of people have in the pre-season. So just stay tuned for that tomorrow, and then I'll speak to you soon. Bye.